And we're back. What's up, everybody? Benja Welldone coming at you live on this beautiful Corona-free day. Today is October 26th at 4:45 in the afternoon. How are you doing? So here's the thing. Everybody hates me. Nah, I'm just messing. I know everybody doesn't hate me, but for some reason, I always feel as if everybody hates me. And that sounds kind of weird to say, but let me explain. So when I enter into a room, and this is just me, my personality. It's just me, right? When I enter a room, there's like a group of people. The first thing that everybody always does, they look at who enters the room. But there's just something inside me that says they're looking at me, not because I just entered a room, which is common sense, right? But it's because they were just talking trash about me. They knew I was gonna come, I just got here, and they're gonna stop talking shit, and the second that I leave, they're gonna talk shit again. I don't really know what that is, besides awesome. Nah, it's not awesome, but it's not bad. It's just sort of who I am, you know? And it's such a weird thing. Even though I know it's not true, I truly, truly believe that. Like, it's strange when you try to explain to someone, you the listener, or anybody in the world, that what I feel is different than what, in all reality, probably is not true. In all reality, I don't think that anybody thinks about me in a negative way. But I feel as though the world is. And that's part of my personality type, because when I get on stage, you can see every rejection, every pin-up thought, everything that somebody said that I think that they're saying, and I just let it all out on the stage. But that adds to my humor. That's just part of my personality, you know? And the second that I leave a room, I always tell myself they're about to talk trash again. Yeah, so a lot of times when I leave a room, I'll kind of like leave and be quiet as I'm walking away. And I sort of just like, hold on, like wait for a second to see if anybody's talking shit. And whenever I walk away, and I'm like, any second now, they're going to say something about me. Any second. Oh, but I got to go. I got to go to work, or whatever the case is. Yeah, I was talking with somebody about that today, and they're like, what is that? I don't really know where that comes from, you know? But I don't really care. I am who I am. This channel is so that you, the listener, can get to know me better when I'm off stage, and I am excited to go back on. You know, I'm a big believer as far as, I wasn't going to say quality over quantity, but quantity is important. You know those people that are certain musicians that like would never, I said this before and I'll say it again. You know, quantity is great because it reminds people what's up and that you're still out there. But that's provided by your quality is good. That's why I hated it when people come out with like a whole music album, they got one good song. Maybe they're told, you know, they need to have 16 songs or 15 or whatever the case. They got 14 good ones and they're short one. Would you rather have 100% of something, 14 songs that are amazing instead of one song that's like, well, what's this doing on this masterpiece? Everything was good except for that one song. That's how I feel about my material. But the second that I get it, I try to tell it to the world. I try to tell it to everybody that I can. Grocery store, parking lot, I'm always grinding. I'm always telling my material everywhere I go. I'm always polishing it and practicing it. I probably practice 45 minutes a day rehearsing to myself before I even left the house. And that's just me. That just makes my material very connected to my personality and who I am. So if somebody drops a plate or a dish and something breaks, I can react to it in the moment, you know? So, yeah, what can I say? I'm an interesting guy. No, I'm just messing. Side note, mentioning my podcast, my show, YouTube channel, etc. I found out apparently I'm pretty popular in the Ukraine, in Austria. I got an email from the company that, the main company that this is uploaded at. And it's from like some guy in their like statistics department. And apparently I'm blowing up in the Ukraine. So if that's true, There you go. for all you Austrians out there, ich bin wie geht es Ihnen? Gut, sehr gut. Good. There you go. That's a little multicultural language. I used to speak German fairly well, which they do speak in Austria, of course. And I knew and know some Ukrainian because I used to live in Russia, and friends of mine, they might be Ukrainian or something. They might have been Ukrainian. I don't have any contact with them anymore nowadays. But yeah, it's a skill. I feel like whenever I speak Russian nowadays, you know, or Ukrainian, from those people that I knew that spoke both, and I would talk to them in both language, primarily Russian. But anyway, I feel like after a while it starts to turn into like Portuguese, because my girl, she's Brazilian, they speak Portuguese there. My languages are all over the place, you know. But after about like 5 minutes of speaking that language, I'm pretty fluent. I can keep going and just conversate. But once in a while, like if I'm speaking Russian, I just throw in a random like word in Portuguese. People look at me like, "Что? What are you talking about? It is not making sense to me. Your Russian just went shit. It's very bad." That wasn't the best accent. Usually it goes better. They have a saying in Russia, which is after you've had a drink, your Russian is better. Translation, I think it'd be like, for example, например, for example, после пил всё лучше. Like, after you drank, everything is better. You know, it's a rough translation. You know, so anyway, well, I hope everybody has a beautiful rest of your day. I really don't think that everybody likes me. Actually, let me take that back. I truly feel like everybody likes me, and statistically that's not probable, but that's just how I am. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, what else is going on? Get a few things out real quick. I got some show dates. I think it's like the November the 13th and 14th. I'm trying to sell tickets pretty soon. I'll be doing about 20 minutes, and I'm pretty sure I'm just going to let the whole video, I'm just going to release it on Facebook and YouTube, because I've been working pretty hard on it, and it's really, really good. Not because I say so, but because that's what everyone has been saying. And, you know, I just have material on top of material, and I feel like my biggest challenge more than anything else is actually just getting booked. I feel like in comedy, I feel like a lot of people have the exact dream, which is doing comedy professionally. But the caveat is there's a lot less people that have good quality material. There's even fewer people that have a work ethic that will be consistent. And there's even fewer people that will stay with it. Once people start realizing they can make money in comedy from managing people, they might just stop doing comedy. But here's the thing, I am the guy that I am. You know, there are no days off of who you truly are. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm an Army vet, jiu-jitsu practitioner, comedian. I'm a warrior and an artist. I love art, and I'm a soldier. You know, when you take an oath to defend foreign and domestic, it's not until, you know, your Army enlistment. You know what I'm saying? It's forever. You know? And a part of who I am is being an artist. In a lot of different aspects, but at my core, that's who I am. I feel like you don't have to be just one thing. And it's very possible that one thing you are is a combination of two. So in a nutshell, that's me. Anyway, well, I hope everybody has a beautiful rest of your day. This is your favorite soldier comedian signing off. And yeah, y'all just have a beautiful day. I'm Benja Welldone. Check me out. Peace.